The Biden administration just gave our enemies another reason not to worry about being punished for killing Americans. The Department of Defense announcing they've cut a deal with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the mastermind of 9/11, who killed 3,000 Americans, to spare his worthless life and avoid the death penalty. The deal reached after more than 2 years of negotiations. Also includes accomplices Walid bin Attash and Mustafa al-Hassawi, who have been holed up at Guantanamo Bay. The pleas could come as early as next week, according to the Pentagon, a letter that was sent to the 9/11 victim families. In a statement that spits in the face of the victims, the DOD says Mohammed and the others had, quote, alleged roles in the 9/11 attacks. Here's J.D. Vance's reaction to the news at a rally yesterday.
Just think about the point that we've gotten to. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have weaponized the Department of Justice to go after their political opponents, but they're cutting a sweetheart deal with 9/11 terrorists. We need a president who kills terrorists, not negotiates with them.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan was asked about the deal at today's White House briefing.
The White House received word that the convening authority had entered these pretrial agreements that had been negotiated by military prosecutors with KSM and some of the other 9/11 defendants. And we had no role in that process. The president had no role. The vice president had no role. I had no role. The White House had no role. And we were informed yesterday, the same day that they went out publicly, that this pretrial agreement had been accepted by the convening authority. What the president did upon learning of that was direct his team to consult as appropriate with officials and lawyers at the Department of Defense on this matter. Those consultations are ongoing, and I have nothing more to add at this time.
No role, huh? The commander-in-chief of the United States and the woman who wants to replace him had no idea that their administration is cutting deals with terrorist masterminds. Who is in charge? Matt, let me start with you. We were both in the White House on 9/11 while Matthew Foldi was only 5 years old. Listening to this, watching this, I mean, we've met these 9/11 families.
Yeah, we met them in the White House in the East Wing. Remember when they came? I'm just going to say this. Al Gore had no controlling legal authority when he was illegally raising money in the White House at those teas. They used these phrases that mean nothing. There was the convening authorities came in and made a decision. By the way, all those convening authorities, you know who they report up to? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. And they act like that is not the fact because they know how unpopular this is. These jerks in the White House will politicize everything. And now they've just politicized 9/11 because they want to be soft on the man who was the mastermind on the death of thousands of Americans at the same time that they're telling Israel to suck it up, Buttercup, on a percentage-wise larger number of Israelis who were victimized by the October terrorist attack. This is soft on terrorism. It is dangerous, and Kamala Harris owns all of it.
Jason, let me ask you this. How will President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris explain this to the 9/11 families who lost their loved ones?
Well, I think one of the things that they're doing right now, as Jake Sullivan stated, is they're consulting with military prosecutors. That the president doesn't go in and handle these prosecutions himself. Neither does the vice president.
It's untrue.
But they have opinions.
It's untrue.
They're being
all of that goes up to the president.
So
the
president goes in and goes to Guantanamo Bay and interviews people and makes prosecutorial.
I'm going to give you a
decisions.
pocket constitution pretty soon here.
I don't believe that the president does that. That's not the president's
role. It all goes up
and
to the
so,
president.
I'm not sure.
Go ahead, Jason.
Would it be okay?
Go
All
ahead.
right, thank you. So I think that they're, as Jake Sullivan stated, that they are stating, they are actually discussing this. The other thing that I would say is, if you're going to bring Kamala Harris into this, then you have to say that Joe Biden was part of the killing of UBL or Osama bin Laden. So he was a part of destroying the people that mastermind 9/11 as well. So
if I could just say very quickly,
give them credit.
The Obama policy was to assassinate him. The Bush-Cheney policy was to not assassinate him, but to keep them alive and bring them to Gitmo. The real question is, what's the better policy? Obama just shot their brains out.